Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Join you today from the Agora Center. I love this guy. Steve is back. We usually catch you out at, the farmer's market where you're like always busy and you still take time out to talk to us, which we appreciate. But today we're talking about your event. Your event. 15 years of Agora Art Fair action, and it's back.
It is back. It's back on Saturday, August 19th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Tell me about year one. Before we talk about this, tell me year one, what happens? How do you get an Agora Art Fair going?
Well, the Agora was brand new at that time, and the landscape and the building, the architecture and everything, and the grounds are quite beautiful. And I thought, this place would really lend itself to something like an art fair. And I was talking with a coworker at Promega, who was in graphics, and he was an artist himself too. And I was mentioning that I thought that would be a good idea to do something like that here. And he said, well, I know somebody. and within a month, I met with her, and she's the artistic director, Nikki Russo, who I've worked with all 15 years as well.
Oh, wow.
So this isn't truly just my event. We have several people working on it. It's a group effort. But she was ready. She had helped out with some other art fairs around the state, and she came over, and the next thing we knew, we had 50 artists, and we're closing the street, and music, and food, and all sorts of goodies.
And now here we are, the 15th annual, with 100 of the best artists from around. What can people see at the Agora Art Fair this year?
Yep. So every art fair, and has been since then, we keep upping the number of artists, and we rotate some out. So you'll see a lot of returning favorites that are local and popular. But you also see some new artists as well. So we have 100 artists, all local from Wisconsin, not from other states or other countries or anything. It's just pure local. And then we have live music. So we have 2 stages, 4 bands lined up. We have food vendors, we have food carts selling everything from barbecue to kettle corn to ice cream to tacos, so a wide range of food options for people. We work with the Fitchburg Chamber, and we have a hop house beer garden. So they're doing the beer garden as well, and they'll have wine and seltzer drinks too, so don't feel like you just have to have beer, but we try to cover the bases. And then we have the Children's Art Yard, so there's kids' activities. We have, some things that probably make it more unique are some of these other things that we do besides that. So we have the Art in the Wind kite exhibit. So they've been with us for probably the last 10 years, I think. And they showcase different banners, but also the art of kites. And so you'll see that kites flying over the event as you arrive, and banners, and it just makes kind of a really festive entry to the whole event. And then new this year, we have Cycropia coming in, and I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they do aerial dance, and it's very artistic. And so they're going to be doing a performance at 1:15 under the pavilion, and they just have beautiful costumes and stuff, and it should be really fun to watch. So that's a new addition this year. And they're also going to have some costume stilt walkers going through the crowd. So that'll be fun. And so that's kind of the main things that are going on. In addition to that, though, this year we have something new. We're working with on a project called Wildflowers of Wisconsin. And it's part of the Madison Art Project.
Okay.
And you might be familiar with that already.
We have been sharing some of that information about this project, so this is good.
So it's going to be an opportunity for festival goers to actually create something that will go into a mural that will then be displayed right in our own McKee Farms Park, from what I understand. So
you were right. Yeah. It's going to be beautiful, and that's done. I mean, that's great. What a great way to incorporate art in an art festival.
I know, we're going to have everybody doing art.
I've got to say that it's been too long since I've been at downtown for that art show, and great. Does a great job. And yes, I may be a little biased because Fitchburg, but it's easy parking. It's easy access.
It is.
Everything, the way it's set up, it's easy to get in and out of the booths, and for the artists. And it's family friendly. And I've got a young family now and appreciate all these little tiny things. Our kids were engaged the whole time last year that we were there. We were there for 2 hours, Steve. And I had to film the event too. But it's a great event. And it's cool to see all the art. The music's awesome. Yeah. The food. Those are artists in themselves. I mean, you truly pack it into one great art festival.
Thank you. I think, maybe that's some of the things that set it apart. We always are trying to constantly improve it. It's not too big. It's one block, basically. But in that one block, you can experience many, many mediums as far as artistry, but music. We'll have the performing arts now this year. In addition to the music, we'll have the the aerial performance and the kites in the air and everything. It's just pretty magical, actually.
It is. It really comes together, and we could talk about Agora setting on itself. Yeah. We talk about that all the time with the farmers market, but it's a beautiful place anyways to host an event. So on top of everything else you got going on there, you still got the grounds that you guys just do a phenomenal job with keeping that up to date.
That's nice.
And
it's nice to see you run into people and people walk into the event, they drive in. We do have people flying in. It's becoming more and more well known nationally. So, it's all good for Fitchburg. I think it's a positive event, positive image for Fitchburg, and something we just love doing. And it's a way for us to interact with the community.
Yeah.
Promega's been supporting this for all those 15 years as well, and so it's just a great way to give back. This is our home base. We're Promega's a worldwide company, but this is our home. So.
We couldn't have asked for better neighbors here in Fitchburg. There's no doubt about that with Promega and what you guys are doing down there. Two quick things here. One, I want to get in that we do have some Fitchburg artists in the lineup this year. Not that there hasn't been before, but just throwing that out there that you do got a couple in the lineup.
We do. We have 6. We have a couple that do jewelry. Carrie Shannon and Rachel Johnson. And then we have Carol Wedra, who's been with it since the beginning as well. She does glass, beautiful glass. We have Tom Lindley, who does wood. And we have Megan Plenty, who does painting. So a nice representation of Fitchburg.
Absolutely.
And the different artists in our community.
Yeah. No, good enough. Another reason to come on down, check out your local artists here in Fitchburg as well. Steve, if people want to catch up on the latest and greatest information as we get close to this event, where can they find you?
Yeah, so honestly, Facebook is going to give you the most up-to-date and reoccurring information for you. So if you search Agora Art Fair Fitchburg, you're going to find it. And just like us, follow us, whatever works. Do that. But we also have a website, which is agoraartfair.com. So it's pretty easy as long as you remember Agora.
It's in the name. It's in the
That's
name.
Right, that's right.
All right, Steve, thank you so much for coming up here, and I'm so excited for this event. One more time on that date and time.
So Saturday, August 19th, 10 to 5 p.m.
Right,
you want to be there.
You want to be here. Yes.
Be here.
Is that your tagline now?
It's one. Well,
that's one of many.
It's
15 years. We're
I know,
gonna have to find one like that.
Art for the Senses was last year.
There you go. There you go. I do remember that.
It's one day only, so you want to show up.
Rain or shine, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't
shine.
want to jinx anything.
Free parking.
Free parking. Yeah, all the good stuff.
All that stuff you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, Steve. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck at the event.
All right. Thanks.